everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I am going to show you how to make a faux wood planter pot using these clay planters from the Dollar Tree. This size comes in a 3-pack for $1, and then the medium size here comes in a 2-pack for $1. So I am going to first show how I'm going to make a template for the faux wood, because I'm going to be using the contact paper from the Dollar Tree that looks like this very generic looking wood, but it'll be perfect for just this smaller project here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to make a template and cut it out and everything so it fits perfectly on the bottom half of the planter. Now I am going to be painting the tops. I am going to use the Waverly chalk paint, and this is in the color Cashew. I love this stuff, first of all. It just is such a beautiful finish, but the drying time is also great, so I love this for projects. Now I will show you, I have already painted the tops of these. I also painted a little bit on the inside. And if you take a look, you can see I'm not precise. I went below the lip just a little bit because I'm going to be wrapping the contact paper around the bottom half here. So I was not precise on anything. And you can see I just did one coat and it turned out beautiful. Again, just line the inside just in case you see that when you put your flower or whatever you're going to put in here. So I want to show you first how I'm going to do the template for these. Now I ended up, the first time I tried it, I did try to use just the contact paper. I cut, just a section of it and tried to wrap it around. This is so stiff. It is very hard to do that with. So I wised up a little bit and thought, okay, for the next one, I'm going to just cut up a piece of paper. So I actually cut this in half, and this will work to do the smaller size and to do the larger size. So I just cut the paper in half. So I'm going to show you kind of how I trim it and how I kind of measured it out. So I'm going to start with the pot. I'm kind of just holding it on the inside here, and I just lay my paper kind of right on up to it, along the lip here, along the straight edge of it. And then I am going to slowly, and I always start going this way, so I'm going to slowly wrap the paper around. And as you can see, I'm just kind of using my fingernail to indent a little bit where the lip of the top and then the bottom meet there. I'm just kind of like drawing with my fingernail kind of a hard line there. So that kind of wraps it around. So from there, you can see it's got a really nice indentation, excuse me. And I'm going to cut just along there, try to, make it look a little bit nice. Kind of taper it off there. And you can see now I can have this shape on this side. So again, I'm going to hold it with my hand inside. I'm going to kind of line it up here and kind of wrap it around and just kind of pressing up to the top there. So that side worked out great. Now to do the other side, it might be easy, and this is what I found, was to go ahead and have a piece of tape. Maybe have the tape ready and tape it on there. I'm going to kind of just line it up again and get a feel for where I want it. And don't worry that this is like an awkward line there. I'm going to come back here. Now I'm going to work the other way around. And again, I'm wanting it to stay nice and flush here at the top. And then I'm going to just take, my finger, and as I'm pushing this way, I'm kind of drawing that line right there at the lip of the, straighten that out a little bit, at the lip of the planter here. So again, this is not precise. You can see, peel that off real quick. You can see though that the line is pretty well indented, and that way I can see where I'm going to be cutting. And when in doubt on something like this, if you are worried that it is going to, you're going to cut too much off, then don't. Just cut a little bit at a time and then measure it. Cut a little bit at a time and measure it. So again, here I'm going to line it back up. Just use my little bit of tape, and I am kind of working it around here. Now I've had to come back and fit it again on some of these, so it's okay if you have to do that. Now you can see where that paper underneath is and everything, so I'm going to go just a little bit past where that is, and I'm just going to cut a straight line down here just to get some of that excess paper off that I don't need. And then I'll do the same thing underneath as well. So now we still have to cut the bottom off. Obviously, that's not going to be good for the bottom. What I did that worked really well, again, just kind of give your paper a little bit of indentation all the way around here of where it's going to be. And then I'm going to unwrap this off again. Now that's a very sloppy line, but you can pretty much see the outline of the shape that it's going to go. So I'm going to just kind of follow that very loosely and cut again. Okay. I'm going to fit it on here. I'm not going to say one more time because I might have to do it again. And actually, let me go ahead and grab my tape. I'm going to need that. Okay. Okay. So you can see I'm pulling tight with that paper, really pushing it up to the top lip to make sure it's fit. Now, on the bottom here, you can see there is still a lip. I left just a little bit of paper around when I cut. So this just seems to work well for me. I'm just going to kind of come with my scissors along the edge and give it a cut. Follow the line of the bottom here and cut it. Now, you could eyeball it if you think you would be good at that. I was a little worried about doing that, so I'm just going to kind of cut a little bit more off. Now, again, this looks horrible. Do not worry, because I'm going to take this off one more time. Okay, and again, see how jagged that is? So I'm going to just clean it up. I'm going to take my scissors and just kind of cut that jagged part off. And I will tell you, this method for getting this little template worked so much better than what I tried to do with the contact paper already. It was quite disastrous. So, all right, last time I'm going to just measure it one more time on here. So let me get that set and make sure it's pushed all the way up to the top. Another way that I can kind of see if it's all the way up, you can see where when it meets here. Again, don't worry about that. I just tore my tape when I went to do it. So it looks really good though on the bottom. It looks like it's going to sit nicely, and I trimmed off just enough. So that's kind of what it looks like for your template. Okay, so let's see if I can tear my tape off again. Now again, I said I was going to cut this edge off here. So I'm going to just kind of go straight up to that point. Again, it does not have to be precise. And let me just get this little bit of tape off here and show you guys what the final template will look like. Now, I've already done this for the smaller one as well, so you can see same shape and everything. So I have that already ready, and then I would just take my contact paper, lay this on there, trace it out, and cut it out to on that so we can get it onto the pot. So that's just a quick, easy way to make a template for it. And then to actually get them on the pots, pull this stuff out. These have been drying now for a little bit, so they should be ready to go. And I will tell you, I am not going to tape these down. I think I might want to change them out from time to time from where I'm going to put them. And I thought too, you could easily take and do cardstock or wrapping paper if you found a really pretty wrapping paper that you liked, something floral or something along those lines. So you can maybe change it out. So I am just going to be using tape. I'm not going to stress out about it. So let me just put my tape right here. So I'm not going to peel that off. Let me go ahead and line it up, show you guys where I'm at with this. On this one. Okay, there's my tape. And then I'm going to just bring it all the way around. Again, I'm pushing up to the top lip. And this is why I also painted a little bit below the lip. So if you can see, my line did not end up being perfectly straight on this one. And that's okay. Because guess what? Nobody's going to see this really but me. My husband's not going to care. And I don't think anybody else is going to be looking that closely at these little planners to notice that my line got a little wonky right there. So the tape and everything is going to sit in the back for me it's going to go on a table against a wall. So you're not going to see any of that. But I love how I kind of lined it up with the stripes and everything are going vertical. So that's that one. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the larger one and how I did it. So I'm going to start, just because my contact paper, it was like right on the edge here. I'm going to start with taping this side down and use a little bit of my tape right here. And then I'm going to just wrap this all the way around. Again, pushing up to the top lip so it's nice and all the way to the top. And then that way my bottom is also right on. And that is the finished product for the larger one. So this is what they're going to look like, and they're just going to sit together. And then I will throw some floral in on that as well. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys what these look like with the greenery in them. I was going to do floral, like flower or something, but I just didn't like the way it was looking. So I actually went and got this. It just says Bush on the tag. It's from Joann's. It's fresh picked and it says Bush. Looks like boxwood to me, sort of, with the little green and the white little things on there too. But I just liked the color. I thought the vibrant green looked really pretty on this against the cream color and the wood. So this is what they turned out like. I'm really happy with them. And I also wanted to show you, I got this when I was at Joann's as well. And it's in the scrapbook section, and it is burlap, and it's on like a little backing here, kind of like a super thin cardboard looking, but it's basically like a sheet of burlap. So I thought, you know what would be really cute too, is if you take this, cut it out, maybe even use the same template. You could wrap that around it to give it a different look as well, which I might end up doing. Okay, so I just wanted to show you, again, this was the original, and then this is what it looks like with that burlap paper, cardstock, whatever, wrapped around it. I did use hot glue for the seam instead of tape because it was just not going to hold it. That's too thick. But this turned out so cute. I think I might end up keeping this way for this, and I might end up putting this somewhere else in the house and leave it wrapped like that. But I did want to show you the other option as well. You could do this with cardstock. You could do this with wrapping paper. If you find anything that you like, you could really use that. So did just want to show you the other option and how it turned out, and I thought it turned out really cute. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me any comments below what you think, and make sure to subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching.